Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Tarot with an Attitude. I am your host, the Reverend Rob Lee, and we're going to start this morning. Bangarang! Did you get up? Did you get your feet in the ground? Did you get grounded? Did you say thank you for what you have and what you've been given? Are you trying to get your magic back? Remember, what you put out is what you get back. Bangarang. And that's the purpose of finding our childhood, learning to find our magic again, and being able to find our wings and fly. And as always, we will paddle on. So as we get started this morning, I want to say good morning to everybody, and we want to get this show started out right. So today I'm remembering our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, guides, spirits, everything that you have given us to help us through this life and to make sure that we understand we are not alone. We say thank you, and we open our hearts and minds for any messages that you have coming forth, and may those messages be received in the manner in which you wish them received. So mote it be. Wow, great day today. We are going to be reading cards, Teresa, so give me a minute. But we got a great guest today. Y'all know, many of y'all have seen us together before, different things going on, and we're going to get some stuff going right out of the gate. But this is one of we met, man, I guess we're going on like 20 years ago. But let me bring in somebody that's just been a part of my life, whether we come in or out for years. It's like whenever we meet, we come right back in like we never left off. But Jay Matta, good from Spiritually Raw. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I love your opening, brother. How are you, man? It's good to see you.
I am good. So what's going on? I mean, I know there's a lot of changes, some things we wanted to talk about with other ways to see your show and whatnot. And we're going to be putting it out there and, again, expanding. So tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Well, like with everything we want, and thanks for having me on your show, brother. I appreciate it. So we, just with all the censorship stuff going down, right? So we know it's going to get hot and heavier and all that stuff. So we actually are going to be the super channels and Spiritually Raw. People are going to be able to find us over at BitChute, BitChute. They can BitChute /Spiritually Raw or BitChute / the Collective Super Channel. So the super channels are also going to be there too. So in the event people are looking for where those are at and they can't find them here on YouTube, they'll be able to go right there and grab them from there. Okay. Great. And it's censorship free, Rob. So that's really the premise behind that. And the good news is that when they do subscribe, they get they're on the notification system, so it'll come through their email.
Okay. And so today, folks, what we'll do is we'll start getting that out there, the BitChute address and everything, so you can find Spiritually Raw there. I will be not moving from here. I will be also uploading content there. It will not be live. As always, find me live. Love that you subscribe to the super channels, but you need to subscribe to each one of your favorite people individually. Tarot with an Attitude on YouTube. And come join the Barefoot Bangarang tribe with Tarot with an Attitude on Facebook on the group. It's awesome. We do a lot of things there and things like that. Jay, with the whole, is it the HempWorks? Is it some of the content that's getting censored? What's getting censored?
So you know what it was, brother, is like it was this is how insanely ridiculous it is. So we were literally the ones that were getting censored. The last one we did that got censored was we had a 1-minute promo video to tell people to go to the other network. But here was the video. We said something like along the lines of this: "Hey everybody, we just interviewed such and such, and we talked about," flipped up a sign with the word on there. And so we can't talk about hair, but if you go here, you'll be all right. So that's what was the censorship right there. So, okay. So you see, it's gone from not even be able to put it in titles to actually verbalizing it to even actually displaying it.
Okay.
In any way. So it's really, whatever their infinite wisdom is, or whether it's people that are actually, Rob, implanted to watch this, or they're actually just have this incredible AI. We don't know. But that's how it goes.
Right. And you know what? One of the things I remind people is we all think that this is a public system, and it's not. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, it's just like you owning your own shop. Somebody, Google and YouTube all tied together. There's a board of directors, and it's all about, the dollar signs. So they're wanting to also move whatever agenda forward or stop whatever agenda. So, like, that's some of what's going on. But the BitChute is allowing you to be able to put that up there and
it's unless something happens there, and you really can't be mad at the heads of these networks, even though we've experienced it. I say it all the time. It ain't their fault. They've been granted the permission to be able to do this. So They have the right, if they just because we don't agree or they don't agree with our stuff. I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. But you can't say, okay, well, it's your fault, because they're not governed by those laws, or those laws aren't being enforced for them. So, yeah.
Right. They're actually taking part in the capitalistic system that so
Absolutely.
many people, people want, but then they get mad at them. And it's kind of funny when you sit back on the outside looking in. Hey, I'm going to take a question here real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and run a card. Grand Rising, everyone. Bangarang. If we were pulling cards today, I would love one, Rob. Teresa, say hi to Jay. This is what's going on. Teresa, we are going to pull an energy healing card for you. And let's see what goes here. I'm getting the feeling that this is where it's at. You've got a lot going on. I know there's a lot going on. Not to sound so mystical. We've talked, okay? That old communication of actually having a conversation. But what I'm getting today is that there's a special message for you today. And this special message for you is pay attention. Attention. I am attentive to all that manifests within me. When negativity rises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. My desire to improve is constant. I am firm, brave, and hardworking. Folks, one of the things you need to remember is you can let people go without the hatred or whatnot. If you're in a relationship, if you're in a workspace, if you're in an environment where it is not healthy to you and you constantly consider, I don't like this, that's where you're focusing your energy. Change it. You have to change it. Change it to love, light, and forgiveness, and things will happen. So good morning. Jay, on the HempWorks thing, and I want to tell everybody here with Jay, we're going to talk a little bit about HempWorks today. And I'm going to go ahead and do this so y'all can see exactly what's going on. That's my HempWorks site right there. Jay introduced me to HempWorks, Jay, in April. Jay, what got you into HempWorks, and what made you say this is a big thing? I get a lot of people thinking this is just something we got into, and it's not.
It's absolutely not. So just a quick backstory on that, Rob, is April and I were using CBD for several years before that pretty aggressively. And we always read about it and knew that, okay, because people were talking about, hey, this is really good. This is really good. And I don't think either one of us felt like this aha moment with it, but we kind of felt something. And I don't know if it was more psychosomatic or not. Right. So we still went there. And then along the way, we were thinking to ourselves from the business side of this also, we were thinking, you know what? It would be really good to find a way to get in the CBD or the medical marijuana business. And then I guess we were just manifesting this. Actually, I really know we were just manifesting this just in general. So it came in pretty fast. So we tried the HempWorks. And Rob, it just was like, it took just your mind, body, spirit, for me anyway, I can say, within a few days, it took me from 0 to 10. It really did. And I've always felt pretty well grounded and just balanced for the most part, but this was like next level stuff. So again, a couple of things I noticed was my intuition tapped in a lot tighter very quickly. My ability to be able to just sustain throughout the day with just, with the mental energy that we do. I know you do a ton of stuff, and just to be able to sustain that at that pace was just there without feeling fried and, like you just got electrified. And just everything, not the nervousness, not the tension. So with all that being said, me and April found out like, hey, you know what? This is like an obligation. This is like whatever we just took activated something. And it wasn't just us. We started getting emails from people like, oh my gosh, like I'm alert. It's like my mind's expanding. My critical thinking is off the charts. I'm losing weight, and just all these different things were happening. And from what I gathered out of it, Rob, it really just was activating what we already have within us and getting our human body spirit to work better. So we came at it as an obligation. That's why we talk about it so much on the show, because at the end of the day, you and I have talked about this. It's just so important that our vibrations are high, but most importantly is that we're able to sustain that vibration. Not just because not just grab it and then go, but just grab it and maintain it. So the key is maintaining it, and I just haven't found anything better that has allowed me to maintain that vibration at that level, Rob.
And I hear you. I use it for that too. It is when I don't have it, I feel off. Different things like if we go away for the weekend or something, I forget to grab my little packets and take them with me. Folks, if you got any questions for Jay about Spiritually Raw, about HempWorks, about anything about the new BitChute move, things like that, and it's BITCHUTE, BitChute. You will find them under it's Spiritually Raw there. You'll be able to find it. At some point, you will see my stuff starting to migrate over there, but it's all the lives will be done here still until somebody says I can't. But I'm intended to stay here, but we're going to start going to the BitChute so you can have more options, things like that, and people can see what's going on. Going to grab another card here. Tabitha, I would love a reading this morning. Much love and appreciation. I love you too. Love them, guys. Love my tribe, Jay. Love my tribe.
They love you. Man. I'm reading your chat, brother. It's like, man, that's really great, man.
Yeah, we have a ball, and some of what I want people and folks. The reason I want Jay to talk about HempWorks today is to understand we're always talking about that higher vibration. Whether Jay and I agree on everything politically or not is neither here nor there. What we do agree is no matter what, we need to be at a higher vibration of energy level. We need to be receptive, and we need to be listening to our intuition and let spirit talk to us each individually. And the HempWorks, y'all have heard me say it time and time again, helps me feel more connected. And Jay is the one that introduced me to it. And let me tell you something. It didn't take long. Somebody I wasn't even trying walked up and said, hey, you look like you're losing a little weight. And all of a sudden, my wife and I are rethinking the way we order food. I mean, I haven't turned into Yule freaking Gibbons by any stretch of the imagination. But I will tell you this, the quantities, the amounts, the types, different things. Used to be we'd order a large pizza and breadsticks and everything else to go with it. Now we're ordering a small pizza and we're done, or something. And then we're still having leftovers.
Yeah.
And Jay see me eat, in the day forget it. I'd be like, you done with that?
You've significantly lost, man. I'm telling you, you can tell. We were watching, me and April were watching your show the other day, and it's like, man, look at his face. You look great,
Yeah, it's still coming down.
Too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's still coming down. Once we get done with all the unpacking, I can get my calendar back into a normal life. That'll help too. Bite Squad thinks we're the, Bite Squad and Amazon thinks we're the most amazing people on the planet. So, we're not eating that, that healthily, but we've saved money and everything else. And a lot of this is from the HempWorks.
Yeah.
And you see it scrolling right down there, folks. People ask, how can you help me out? How can you go to the hempworks.com /Tarot with an Attitude. That's how you can help me. Try a product. I've got several people now that are starting to try them out. And you know what? I'm getting the same testimonials that Jay's getting. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is what's going on. So that's why Jay is here today. We're going to talk about the BitChute. We're going to talk a little bit more about the HempWorks and what is there, because there's a lot more products. And Jay's a lot more familiar with a lot of those products.
Have you seen my hair? Have you seen my hair? Seriously, I mean, if you look at my videos from a month ago, and I take maybe a month and a half ago, but take a look at it now. You know what I mean? Even the full part of it, and that's from the only thing I'm using right now is just the HempWorks. I'm using that the hair serum, the shampoo stuff, and then just the dropper. That's it. I'm not taking any other vitamins or anything like that. I just don't have. I mean, just me personally, that's my gig. But
okay, all right. I want to come back to that. I want to come back to that because. Tabitha, what I'm getting for you today, sweetie, Ace of Gabrielle. So we're talking about things that are passion. This is desire. This is the will. You are given a gift of passion today, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. Be open, be alert, be ready. Get in that high vibrational state. Don't miss it. Folks, a lot of times Spirit will slide us some things, and they will slide it to us in a manner that if we're not paying attention, we will miss the gift. You've got to be open. And that's the importance of what Jay and I are talking about, of that intuition. We move fast, we do a lot, and we get tired. But at the same point, we're able to pick up on little things and stop and slow down and go, whoop, wait a minute. I caught that, where before it was just all a mess of, Jay, how many times at the end of the day did you remember we would sit down and go, oh, I forgot. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Oh, I forgot. And now it's not a thing of, oh, I forgot. It's just the matter of time in the day.
It's a matter of time in the day. And, the critical thinking is just off the charts, Rob. So, and you've known me for how many years? I know you mentioned it before we were in our.
Man, we've been almost like 20 years.
And I got to tell everybody, and I mean this from every ounce of my. You are dealing with just the greatest guy with the highest integrity in the world. I mean, Rob, you are the best, brother. It's a privilege to get to know you in this lifetime. But I will tell you though, man, the critical thinking. And you know me from before. It was like, oh man, I was like so much going on. It's like, but now my mind goes into very task-oriented things. Like I'm like, okay, got this. This is done here. This is done here. I mean, I'm like checking it off the list, and that's not my personality, right? And but I'm much more organized, like I've ever been before, and able to accomplish things at like this just insanely Mach speed, and just the manifestation of it all. I tell people on our show too, I'm like, don't be so damn stubborn. Just click on the link and give yourself some relief. You know what I mean?
That's it. I mean, 6 months ago, folks, I was taking cortisone shots in the shoulders. I would get them both at one time because I was hurting that bad. I have not had a cortisone shot since. Now, did it cure me? No, absolutely not. But it made it where I don't have to go get those wicked shots anymore. It has made it where, I'll do something and it'll remind me, hey, you're not 20 again, But, man, I can function, I can move. I'll get up in the morning and I look like I've been shot full of concrete. But my coffee, my curcumin, that's where I live. That's where I live. So, Jay, this young lady, Sieglinde, is awesome. I'm sorry to hear that you're having an off day today. And I got the email. It's trying to get through. So I want to get to you and your sister at the same time. That did not sound good. Don't have your husband run me down. Okay? Sieglinde, you know what I meant. Yes, I want to be able to work with you and your sister. I know y'all have some things we need to read together. So let's find out what's going on. And what I'm being told, Sieglinde, for you this morning is to go with the Tao Oracle deck, and then we're going to pull an Oracle healing card to find out what energy you need to focus on, what's happening. So right now we're going to look at your yin and yang, your positive, your creative, your inner, your outer, and find out where you should be focusing today to get through this. And what I'm getting is keeping still. This card's amazing. 52. The card is a 5 and a 2. 5 is that instability, conflict. But there's passion there. The 2, though, is about working with something else. And this may be about working with somebody else in your life or getting your body, your mind, your spirit all working together. But bring them together, it's 7. So this is about being still. It's about looking at what's going on and analyzing and taking a moment to listen. You don't have to be on top of everything all the time. One of the things Jay and I have both talked about, what we've noticed, is this helps you. Used to had to be going all the time. Something had to happen. In the down times now, we're enjoying it. We're able to hear. That's where we pick up our ideas. That's where we can refine things. And what I'm getting for you is meditation, self-renewal, composure, and detachment. Be the Buddha, and think like that. You're not going to be in control of everything. The universe doesn't want you in control of everything. Okay? That's where you're at. And what I'm going to give you now is the spirit is saying draw a card. So I'm just going to draw one of these cards. And so you need to focus on being still. You need to focus on what you have, gratitude, thankfulness, meditation. All right? But most importantly, let me see if I can get this, acceptance. I accept every step that life presents me without resistance. I try to find out what the universe is trying to teach me so that I can grow. Thus, I advance in freedom on the path of light. Sieglinde, you and I talked when you became aware, when you started enlightening and you started embracing gifts, this was going to be a traumatic journey, and that's where you're at. Take a breather. Take a breath. understand you're growing, and this is how you grow. So mote it be. So that's what's happening. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Glad to see people coming in. Christina, Lisa and Susan, good morning. I wanted to thank you, Rob, for the beautiful session I had. It was amazing. I am growing more now since I see the light. Everyone needs to book session with Rob. So helpful. Thank you very much.
That's
Thank
awesome,
you,
buddy.
thank you. Yeah, no kidding. Stacy's saying hi. Much love to both Rob and Jay. Much gratitude for all y'all do. And our Stacy is awesome. Stacy's a new grandma. So she just had one the other day. A new grandma. She doesn't even look like she'd be a grandma, does she?
Looks like a grandchild.
Exactly. So we're wishing her love. I mean, speaking of children, I want to come back to one of the questions I get hit with a lot of times. I hear people afraid to use or try it because of THC content on the HempWorks. Can you address that a little bit about how this works? I keep saying that a lot of my stuff doesn't have the THC, and I don't think a lot of people understand. The part that gets you high is not in there.
Right. So there's that association with cannabis and getting high. You know what I mean? It's just an association, right? And so even when I first heard the term, my mind went to just getting high, right? So, and the first thing I asked is when I bought some, is this going to get me high? And it's not like that. There's a little trace amount of THC for chemical formulas, if you would. Me personally, and again, I've never noticed a difference one way or the other. You know what I mean? But I like the gel caps myself, Rob, and they don't have the THC in them. So they don't have the THC, and those are if I use the coffee berry. That's what I use before the show, and to really just feel completely alert. That's my thing, right? And I noticed someone in the chat room asked about digestive issues. There's the Vitality for that because that's a non-THC CBD, and that has the probiotics in it, so that's good for digestive issues in that one. So those are the gel caps. I love those. Those are great. If I had to, Robin, the CBD melatonin, right? I love that's the best for me. But if I had to pick and choose anything, those would be the ones I take. Those are the non-THC. I give Alex, our son, I get him the coffee berry. He's at first year, now starting second year of college. So we give him that. He's got a bottle on auto ship every day. I'm like, man, and I got him texting me every day, like, hey, did you take it? Did you take it? Now he knows to take it. And I notice he's not, he's 18 years old, so he's more. He does his thing, but he's definitely more. He thinks ahead. You could tell his thinking is a lot different. Whether it's growing up or whether it's activating. So I think it's great for kids. I really do. I mean, everybody should be on this. Then you're not going to get high. You're not going to feel like a buzz. And I think that's the thing. People are like, well, what am I supposed to feel? And I don't think, Rob, it's as much as what are they supposed to feel as much as what you're missing. Like I'm absent of anxiousness. I'm absent of nervousness. I'm absent of just any of this joint discomfort. You know what I mean? And I'm absent of that. That's what you're looking for. Not so much. They're looking for. But a lot of people, when they try these things, they're looking at it from like, what buzz am I feeling? Am I going to feel like I just drank a cup of coffee? No, you're not. You're not. You're going to feel like, hey, this is good.
Yeah, you know exactly.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, and that's what, my wife and I just got some coffee berry because, my evenings are running. A lot of people don't know. Mine start like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not walking through the door till 8:30, 9 o'clock at night a lot of times. And I think I'm going to be using the coffee berry. We ordered some. It's in now. And I'm going to start on the coffee berry for that. So I'm not getting that crazy. It's not a stimulant. It's not. It just makes you aware. It makes you alert. And I ordered some of the tinctures that had THC in it. I'll be honest with you, the gel caps, and I take 2 because of my size, the gel caps seem to be what really does it for me, and they're labeled no THC. Does the coffee have THC in it?
It does not. It does not. But I will tell you, like a lot of people, there's a good friend of ours, Pimpy. He has a show called Pimpy's Investment Chat. He was taking the coffee and the Vitality at the same time. No lifestyle change at all. He says this on air, so I'll say it too. No lifestyle change. And I think he lost hey, PJ, he lost like 18 pounds in the first month, Rob, but taking the Vitality and the coffee at the same time.
I am
So
not dieting, and I've lost a shirt size.
yeah, I know, man. It's
I
wild.
lost a shirt size.
Yeah, it's just like it's naturally coming out. I want to make another point real quick, is Rob, if I may, is that it's important when you do it, though, not to do it as a one-off. Okay, well, let me take one of these like an aspirin and call me in the morning. You want to keep this in your system because remember, it's realigning, it's reactivating. It's not like it's reactivating what your body can do. It's reactivating what your spirit is meant to do. And, that's you taking one here or there is not going to reactivate you. Take it in the morning, you take it at night. And if you need to take it in the day. So it's constantly in your system. Then you're going to notice that reactivation. Then you're going to feel like your spirit's sore is the intent.
I do find it funny when people are like, oh, I had one that didn't do anything for me. Well, if you're given an antibiotic, they do what they call as a loading dose. You don't take one pill and, oh, I don't have syphilis anymore. They give you a load up of things like that. It's got to take time. Same way with this. And that was the thing with me was I think I went into it because it's CBD thinking, oh, I'm going to feel something or what. No, I didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you stay at it, it's like slight. You don't even notice it, but all of a sudden.
And let me tell you, for those who have children out there, this is just we're parents, me and April. It just literally, with all the stuff that they have to ingest, with all the mind control stuff thrown their way. I mean, they're already listen. I mean, when your kids are walking around like what I mean, like a wandering generality. Sometimes, it is what it is. You got to give them something to help balance that out, reactivate, keep those that brain stimulated. So But to answer your question, if you got kids, have at it. Make it part of their regimen.
Absolutely, absolutely. PJ, what I got for you today? The page of Ariel. Okay, and what this is saying, I'm going to read it right off the card. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships are the pursuit of education. Time to go to work. Bottom line is, what you're seeing here is the page of Ariel is to help you bring something into this world to manifest. But the page is a youngin', and the page needs to learn. You're going to have to put feet to your prayers. You're going to have to figure it out. They're not going to hand it to you on a silver platter. If you take action and you move on it, whatever you're trying to create will, in fact, you will be helped by Ariel today. Wow, that's awesome. So, let me get through some people. A lot of people trying to say hi. Let's see what's going on. See Glinda back. Good morning, brother. Have to find you. Miss you guys. There we are. BitChute. Find them on BitChute. That's what's coming up. All right. Let me see where we're at here. Here we go. Let me see. Oh, I know. Let's talk something about with the hemp works, and a lot of people don't understand it because I don't have them. Pets.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
You've got three dogs. And
remember, I said never, right? But now we know say never, and you've actually lived through that. Oh my gosh, that's insane. We got three, yip yappies. They're yip yap puppies, right? That's what I call them. But they're loves. I love them to death. But we started giving them. They're 7 years old right now, and they are really. They smell good. I mean, nobody talks about their dogs as smelling good. You know what I mean? But they smell good. So they do. So their breath, they don't have that breath anymore. And their actual fur, because then we get them. They wash in the shampoo and conditioner. They get the hemp works like there. So like a little doggy spot for them, right? So they are great. They're vibrant. They're alive. There's just no discomfort with them. They're just in great spirits, and they're much more relaxed. They're animals. They're going to get anxiety when you're not around them. But for the most part, they're a lot more relaxed. They get acclimated a lot better. So I think it's a good thing. I mean, we give it to them religiously, just like we do for ours. So there's an actual pet CBD, Rob, and it's once in the morning and once at night. And remember, same kind of thing. It's consistency. Just as we got to keep it in our body consistently. If you're gonna give this a go to really be a life-changing thing for you, keep it in your body consistently. And same with your pet, keep it in their body consistently.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I will say this: when I first was going back over and I saw your place and things like that, and the three new dogs,
Yeah,
man, it took them what 15, 20 minutes to calm down when I walked through the door.
at least.
Okay, and now I knock on the door, they bark, you say hush. And you know what? They're not jumping. It's not that they've gotten used to me because it's not like I'm over there,
Yeah,
all the time, but it's occasional. But the
yeah,
last time I was there, they were just they had that brighter look, the step. They weren't dragging around, or whatnot, and they were actually just more. It was almost like they were more self-aware, and you gave them a dose of doggy self-esteem or something. It's
yeah.
hard to describe. So
It's really good. I mean, I mean, there's a lot. I'm sure there's tons of pet lovers in your chat there, and
absolutely.
they need us. I mean, there's just never going to not be a time in their lives where it's going to be like, okay, you're doing good, now go out and enjoy the world. I mean, doesn't work that way with them. That's going to be like, that's where as they go, we just need to care for them even more. So
Absolutely.
give them all you got. You got one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Emma Jean, good morning. Good to see you. Always glad you're here. Just tuned in with Love a Card. So awesome seeing both of you together on here. We enjoy doing this. We keep flirting around with different shows and things like that, and it's just time on both of our sides. But we need to do some more together. We thoroughly enjoy what we do, and Jay's on a little different track than me, but we're in the same thing. And Jay and April actually kind of got me tuned into the YouTube thing and got me going here. So you need to listen to them a little bit on some of that. So let's find out what's going on here. Emma Jean, 5 of Michael. What's the mental conflict today, woman? Okay, the situation doesn't serve you. This is nothing but mental conflict. This is an actual thing that's going on, and there's a situation that's brewing in your life. This is instability and conflict, and you know what? It's very heavy because it's wrapped in passion. But this is actually playing with you. This is not the subconscious here. This is consciously, you are in a situation that you need to walk away from. You need to get out of. You got to make changes. The card right here says, release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Jay, you and I have talked about this before. A lot of people get so emotionally attached in a situation to the outcome of the situation that there's a much easier way to go, but they miss it because they're trying to drive the exact outcome they want. Have you seen that? I know we've seen that in people in the financial world when you and I've done that. And are you seeing a lot of that anymore when the people you talk to?
Oh, even more so than ever. Because what's happening is people are, with so much going on, energies, things like that, all of a sudden it's like what I've had to learn and and I think this is just going to be always for the rest of our lives, right, is to really maintain in the present and really focus in on the present moment. What happens is that people get a trigger or an inkling of some sort of message or thought and immediately fast forward. Immediately.
Yes.
Like a second. I do it all the time. And I tell you, and so I've had to literally, Rob, which I'm actually enjoying now. So it's not work for me anymore. I actually look forward to it. But in the morning, at night before I go to bed, I meditate myself to sleep. And then in the morning, like if I wake up, like a lot of people do, 3 or 4 in the morning, instead of turning on the TV or just trying to struggle back and forth to sleep, I meditate back, and I have a really nice, restful, peaceful thing back and I wake up refreshed, and I get my downloads. I get my downloads then, Rob. I do, for real. And I get them there, and I wake up, and I'm like, okay, now I know where to go. I got some direction. I feel like whoever's guiding me gave me the playbook of what I got to do for the day. And that's how you got to live. And again, the CBD is so critically important for me to do that, is to stay in the present, because once you start thinking about something that hasn't happened yet, you are going to drive yourself insane. And that's just not healthy.
No, you can only control what you control. And Imogene, and that's the important thing. We in the clinical world, we have this thing called catastrophizing. And you're in a situation, and all you're worried about, even when it's something good, we worried about what can go wrong. I want to be ready. Well, guess what? You're already living in that world, so you're manifesting that what can go wrong. So therefore, when it goes right, you don't even enjoy it as much. Okay? So this is one of those things where we worried so much, it's kind of funny. People will be like, well, but I'm so scared of making this change because of this. Well, if you're living in that fear, you might as well go ahead and make the change because you're already in it and you haven't even made the change. So just go ahead and make the change, get it over with. Get in it and at least find out from there. So you're letting fear and everything dominate your life. And what I'm seeing is today for you, Imogene, is the fact that there is some conflict going on that you need to get. It hurts. This is a physical, this is a mental, a serious thing, and it's real. It's nothing subconscious. And that's what's going on. What I'm going to give you here is learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I am a being of light and I allow myself to shine. Stop worrying about it. Get it control. And what I'm really feeling here is the need for you to embrace spirit. Get your chakras in order. Get that illumination going. And you will come through this with no matter what's going on. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same. So there we go. All right. Hey, Jay, we are working on the TWAA Cancun Getaway 2021. My daughter right there, Talk with Bruce, another one on the books, ready to go. So here we go. We are having a good time. We're going to, and folks, we are already looking at where we can do this again next year. So come into the group, the Tarot with an Attitude. I've got a lot of things going. Bruce and I need you some ideas, some things like that. We're wanting to make this happen. This would happen kind of quick, so we're letting people see it. But thank you, Christina, for letting us know. It's going to be fun. We are going to have a ball. Jay, I would love to see April do a show on the divine feminine and divine masculine and balance. She's a beautiful example. You know what? Maybe in April I ought to do a show about that one time.
That would probably be better.
He said, she said. We would.
No, April's giving you a thumbs up there, Stacy, and you a thumbs up, Rob.
So yes, there you go.
I kicked out.
So think about that coming, okay?
Yeah.
That will be fun. Jay, back on the HipWorks thing you're talking about. I didn't even think about it. Everybody's going to laugh, but this is me. You know me. I don't care. I order, if y'all have never tried, free plug for a product I love, the Duluth Buck Naked Underwear. Oh, dear God in heaven. Guys, spend the money. Jay, spend the money. Most guys will not spend $25 on one pair of underwear, but they last forever. And guess what? I got to go down a size. It came in today and it fit. Wow. So, yeah, I'm even down a size in my Duluth Buck Naked Underwear.
That's great. Thanks for sharing that, man.
I know you're welcome. I can hear April snickering. So there we go. All right, Jay, does hemp help with digestive issues? We were talking about that a little bit earlier.
That vitality, if you got that, what people are saying, Siglin, is that, I hope I'm saying your name right, is that the vitality is for that, the probiotic. It's got a probiotic in that. So take that every morning. I know a lot of people who talk about that seem to be taking that and having some great success there. And then take the oil throughout the day. So if you need to, I would, like what I do is if you need more, then just add some of that oil throughout the day. Hey, Rob, I want to also, if I can, just tag on a little bit about just maintaining in that present. For those out there, if I may, is that what's the common denominator like you and I are doing and the most incredibly therapeutic thing ever to do and allows us to stay in the present and it's really focused and trains our brains that way is having a show. So I do want to invite your guests, for those who are thinking about having their own YouTube channel or show, they should reach out really to us about that, because we know we can help people. That's the game right there. If anything, that's the thing that's like going to keep you in the moment. It's going to allow you to release that. I'm speaking to the choir here, but that throat chakra, right? It's going to allow you to speak your truth. And with that comes just an enormous amount of healing that you could never, ever imagine. So if you think it, try to reach out to us on that.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Folks, it's not that hard to get something going. It's really not, okay? It's just having faith in yourself and
Yeah.
getting over fear. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Jackie Brown, hi, guys. Would love a card. Love and light. Here we go, Jackie. Good to see you. Again, reminder to all the new people that are popping in today. I've been seeing a lot of new people, a lot of new faces over the past couple of weeks. We are the Barefoot Bangarang Tribe. What that means, barefoot. Get grounded. Understand. Get your feet in the carpet, on the tile, in the earth, in the grass, wherever you can get it. But then I want you to think Bangarang and yell Bangarang. And what we're talking about here is from the movie Hook. Bangarang. Whenever they put something out and it came back at them, they yelled Bangarang. And it's a reminder that we are putting ourselves out there, and what we put out, we get back. Bangarang. But the purpose of the Bangarang was so that Peter Pan, who had grown up, could find his magic again. And we have to unadult ourselves a lot of times. We have to get the adult out and come back to that childhood status to understand there are spirits all around me. There are guides. God has given them to me. There are angels. There are dragons. There are fairies. There are everything that you could have. You are not alone. But you have to have your magic. Once you find your magic, you can find your wings and you can fly. And that's it. Things start coming. Things start happening. And a lot of things on this is just like you say it, you mean it, and keep saying it over and over and over. Bangarang, and it will start come to life for you, and it will take a meaning all of its own. So, Jackie, one of the things I did, I pulled a card for you a little bit ago while Jay was talking, and you got the Page of Raphael, gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. And what the card actually says to do is a new emotional situation. You're coming in, and now this is emotional, so something could happen, and if you notice, this could be emotional good, it could be emotional little upsetting. But you have to understand messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. When you get down about something, this is back what Jay and I were talking about, you have to lock in to your intuition. Let your intuition lead you, not your subconscious. Raphael is there. Bridget loves her some Raphael. Rafi's in the house today. And Raphael is saying, I am here to help you through this emotional situation that's going to pop up. Allow me to be there and help you. So let's find out what's going on. Again, remember, y'all can reach out to me, tarotwithanattitude.com. Book a session. It's another way to support me, but I can spend a lot more time and go into a lot more detail with these things about that. Also, if I read a card for you and something plays out through the day, shoot me a message and let me know what happens. Let me know how it resonated with you. Okay? So that's it. So Bangarang. Pam Benoit, good morning. Good to see Jay. Always good to see you here. There we go. Thank you so very much. I just went and signed up to Spiritually Raw on BitChute. There you go. Good deal.
Bob.
All right. Tabitha Ricketts, thank you, Rob. I've been working on staying in high vibration. I will stay alert. It's going to be very, very important for you to stay alert to see the gifts that you have coming today. There we go. Jay, you and April have introduced me to most of my favorite spiritual channels. You've been a part of my awakening with truth and spirituality. There you go, brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Y'all don't understand. Jay, April, and I, this is more than just something we want to do or more than trying to turn a profit. We're talking about things we believe in, okay? And the three of us don't necessarily believe in the same things, okay? But we're passionate about some core beliefs, healing, high vibration, and it's time to let some stuff go from the past and be here in the present. That's how we're going to help people, and that's how we're going to move forward. So that's exactly where we're going. All right. Let's see what's going on. Got to get back up here, find out where it is. Things pop around on me. All right. Pam Benoit, you are right on with mine last week. Thanks. You're welcome. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. All right. Here we are. Trying to find out where I'm at. A lot of conversation going on. I love it. The family getting together and helping each other through things. See, Glenda's saying, thank you for answering her question.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Here we go. I'm a veterinary nurse, and CBD is great for vets. They have receptors too.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, let me see. Let's take a look at this real quick. My birthday is May 26th, 5/26. So that's 31, and 5 would be 36. So this year, what I want you to look at, if we're going strictly off the numbers, make sure you're here that day, and I'll sing you happy birthday. So what I say, we were at 26, 31, and then you add the 5, so we're at 36. 3, this year for you is going to be about collaboration and creativity. The 6 is going to be about victory, overcoming. Keep saying you're wanting to come to Cancun. Have you stepped out in faith yet? Have you put a deposit down? Put it down. All you need is $100 per person that's going. Let us know, okay? But in that, you have a 9. So what I'm seeing for you here in that 9, Stacy, this is the year to manifest. This is the year to bring some things from here and out here into the real world, and for you to be able to make this happen. You're going to have to stay on top of it. You've got a lot that's going on, and we will see what's going on. Okay? There you go. Glad to have you. Glad that's there. Let's know what's going to happen. All right. Tanika, good morning. Awesome to see 2 of my favorite people. Love and hugs to you all. May I have a card today if time permits? Thank you. Yes, you can. Tanika, we're going right to the angel, sweetie. We're going to see what happens. Tanika, I'm getting something way down low in the gut. What's going on down there? There's something you are and up here. You got to bring those together. You're worried about something, and it's causing you some real issues, and you're trying to figure out how to deal with it. Go with your gut. That's what I'm getting. Yep. Knight of Michael. Okay. This is a mental situation. This is a logic situation. This is a real conscious situation. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. Strong, committed, intellectual, diligent. You will not get through whatever this is you're going through by sitting still and being politically correct or being kind or being whatever. This is saying, love you, gotta go, make the move. Free your mind, your ass will follow. That's what this card is all about right here. Get off your ass and get moving on whatever it is you know you need to move on. Stop thinking about it. You're over-analyzing it. Tanika, you know I love you. All right? Thank you very much. Here we go. Valiant Blue, Stacy, good to know as I started my 12-year-old lab on it along with myself. It is awesome. Leland, I've been trying to get you to pull a card for me for a long time, but I'm always missing it or something's going on with YouTube. If you could please pull a card for me, I really appreciate it. So, here we go. Jay, we're going to pull a card, but then I want to ask you some questions about the HempWorks. There's a business opportunity there for some people who are looking for a second income or even just to be able to work from home. So I want you to talk a little bit about that. But Leland, this card's for you. This bud's for you. Here we go. Let's find out what's going on. Leland Potter. All right. Here we are. 2 of Michael. Make a damn decision, brother. Okay? This is about learning to let Michael help you in all your conscious decisions. Learning that the angel is there to guide you and to help you through so you don't have to be so stuck or worried about decisions that you're making. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing a problem, find a compromise. Folks, a lot of times, if you'll just make a damn decision, even if it's the wrong one, the outcome will be better by getting on with it and moving on, because then you can move into what needs to be fixed. When you sit in it, we talked about this a little while ago with the catastrophizing. You are sitting there worried about making a decision that you're going to make the wrong one. You might as well go ahead and make the wrong one because you're already living that reality. Stop it. Knock it the hell off. Make a decision, move on, and trust in God, the spirits, the mother, Gaia, and the angels they have provided you, that they will help you see through that decision. Let me know what's going on. Wow. So mowed it big.
That's great.
Okay. Jay, let's, again, really, I don't talk about that too much, about the business opportunity that's there with this. Can you help with that?
Yeah. So There's going to be a lot of people right now, and look. First of all, I think everybody can agree we all need a plan B, C, D. You need multiple sources of income. Whatever you decide to do in your life is your business, but you do need it. We from always have looked at the test of time, where health and wellness and financial industries always do the best, right? So being in something like CBD right now in the health and wellness industry is really a good time to be in that. So if you are looking for something that, hey, I need to generate another stream of income or something on something that you already know people are buying anyway by the testimonials, Rob, in your chat room, then it's a good time to be in it. I mean, they can click on your link scrolling right there, and they can find out everything they need to know about becoming a affiliate, with them and starting their own home-based business. We go a step further, as you know, Rob, with the Super Channel. So if people want to do it and they have that proverbial, well, what do I say? Who? I don't know if I have enough people to talk to, all that kind of stuff. That's okay. We've created super channels for that purpose, not only to deliver the message about what's important to you, but also for you to be able to have the opportunity to promote your home-based business, i.e. HempWorks in there too. And then you can talk about that. And just like how Rob and I are talking about it on your show, on his show, the same thing. You'll be able to talk about it on your show. And there's going to be people that are going to resonate with your experience. And when they resonate with your experience, they're going to click on your link. When they click on your link, you now have a business. You see, this is really all it's to it. It's really all a matter of picking the right thing, is what it is. Right. I think most people are at a place where they really realize the importance of multiple streams of income, especially now with uncertainty about where it's going. I mean, you choose your own path, but especially now, it's a good time to really just, get your head into that game. And again, if you all are wanting to know more about it, just click on that link, Tarot with an Attitude. And if you want to know more about the super channels, just email us, if I can shoot that out, Rob. Mention Tarot with an Attitude that you saw is there, and it's askspirituallyraw@gmail.com. We'll help you walk through the steps if you have any questions. But Rob, I tell you, everybody's got to do it. I thought I wouldn't be doing this ever, like any of these types of things. It's just that it helps people. When we started it as a business, we didn't come in as like, okay, we got a great business here. We came in this as like, holy crap, everybody should feel this way. And then the business side came along with it. You know what I mean? So there's nothing other than that. Don't have to worry about getting in the sales mode or anything like that. Just talk from your heart about how it's helping you.
That's it. I haven't talked to anybody that got into this for a business and then used the product. Everybody used the product and then felt the need to be like, I need to be part of this, because this is an amazing thing once it catches on. Right. So that's what we're going. Sandy, I'm going to throw you a card real quick. And for those, we've had a lot going on today, a lot of good conversation. Hope this answered a lot of questions for you. And this will be our last card for the morning. So Sandy, good morning. Welcome. Barefoot Bangarang Tribe. Bangarang. Did you find your magic today? Did you stop and ask God to say thank you? Thank you for the blessings that you've given me. Did we stop and say the cells of the mother, thank you for blessing me, for everything that you've given? We do have, people like Rob, a lot of people get panicky about this God the mother thing. Folks, the Bible talks about the feminine side of God. Just the masculine world that grew up with religion, they don't tend to want to address it, okay? But it's there, all right? So here we go, Sandy. Let's find out what's going on. All right. Going to my Archangel deck for you, and we will go from there. All right. 10 of Gabriel. There's something you're going on in the real world that you feel like you're carrying the load for about 5 other people. All right. And Gabrielle is there to help you. This is a passion and desire thing. But you're tired and it feels like you can't take the next step sometimes and you just feel overwhelmed and overloaded. It is time to lay that burden on Gabrielle, to put it at the feet of God, at the feet of the mother, and say, I need help. And the 10 of Gabrielle is here to let you know, ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please other people. And you know what I see in today's world, and my clinical side, I bring this in, I tell people, Rob, what's the biggest mental health issue you can see going in the world today? And guess what? Everybody thinks I'm going to dive into addictions because they know I had that. You know what it is? It is codependency. And it is codependency because we no longer know how to make ourselves happy. Okay? And one of the things is being able to tell people no. You will find out if you can learn to tell people no from a place of love and light and enlightenment, your happiness will start coming because you're going to feel more free. We are raised as a crowd of people pleasers. We are raised as a society of yes, yes, yes. We don't have to be that way. You don't have to live that way. Sandy, ask for the help and it will be given to you. So mote it be. So that's where we're at. Things like that. So many people, coming in, still coming through the door. This is awesome. Glad to see so many people here. But we are, at this point, we are going to come in here and we are going to do this. All right, let me get back over here and get some things ready. So, folks, as you know, at the end of the day, take what you want. Leave what you don't. I just want you to know, and thank you, Jay. I got a little bit ahead for being here today, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping me explain the HempWorks thing. If people don't understand how much that would really help me out to go check that out, okay? But it's something we want you to check out for yourself. You're going to help yourself out too. Remember, you can get me at tarotwithanAttitude.com, book a session, ask questions. But the Facebook group, that's where it's happening. That's where it's at. Come check it out. Different things like that. So take what you want. Leave what you don't. But make sure that whenever you leave with some peace, love, and light. Have an awesome, awesome day. Bless you all. Bye.
Everywhere you look, people are talking about CBD. That's why it's such an exciting time to experience HempWorks, the best-selling, most in-demand line of premium CBD oil and CBD products for your health and wellness. From hemp farms to clean extraction methods to safe bottling, every step in our production process is vetted, monitored, and traceable, literally from the ground up. Thanks to our unique tracking system on the side of every HempWorks CBD tincture, we can track each batch of CBD oil all the way back to the farm it came from. Recognized by the U.S. Hemp Authority Seal of Approval, HempWorks isn't just the CBD leader in product quality, variety, and innovation. We're actually helping to build a safer hemp industry from seed to shelf. HempWorks. Try it today.